Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I guess the next thing we're gonna do is pull out this stick and set fire to the place. And by fire to the place, I mean fire to the torches downstairs. Apparently, setting fire to torches manifests treasure chests. Nobody knows why. It's just how this crazy world works. See if I can open it before the stick runs out. Okay, it worked. Seems like in the past it was a closer call, even though I kinda messed it up. I guess now we can just go straight into here, where we'll meet some peers on the pier. Next to Piers, Morgan. Can we do the B here? I'm not sure if that's working. As you can see, it's far more efficient to start swimming from further away. I mean, if you're already far away, because then, if you were to swim out all the way over there and then start going down, then that would waste time. But if you already begin your descent, you know, it's just logic. You're being efficient. And the only reason I point that out is because if you can look for ways to be efficient here, you can look for ways to be efficient in other parts of your life. If you're into that kind of thing. But it's being efficient saves time for doing other things. Basically, you use speedrunning tactics in real life. Speaking of, well, actually, woo, this is something I've been looking forward to. But I'll look at the letter first. I've been looking forward to this. Huh? Even though you could clearly see it. Oops. Oh, I saved. That's okay, whatever. I wonder why it got... It shouldn't go through that text again. They should have programmed it so it will go straight to here. Don't tell my father. Don't tell my father. I don't know why I said it like that. Banuru. So I always do something in particular for the Scarecrow song, so for me it is the Scarecrow song, and it goes like this. Oh, wait a second. That's not... Let me try that again, because... Depending on how long you hold the notes, it'll change, you know, how long the actual song is. Like when you do oops, let me take a look at this real quick, because I thought that might have erased it, but okay, so what I mean is, like, if you do a Zelda song, then when you actually play it, like in here, it'll hold the notes down long for a particular period. So if you were to actually record it to the Scarecrow, and then when you go back and play it, like on the field, it'll hold the notes the way you did when you were recording it with him. Of course, I just do the first thing that, you know, when I made that one, it was really just to, how you say, just do something that was easy to remember. But, now it actually sounds alright, as far as things go. So I'm pretty sure when you do this, you kind of angle the, well, you push the stick in the opposite direction of where the fish is facing, which is a way of saying you point it in the direction of his tail. At least that's what I do it, and it usually ends pretty well, but that was a small fish, so you don't get the best results from that, or you can't tell what really works and what doesn't work with the easy stuff. I think that one's also a little too small to bother with. I haven't quite figured out the method for attracting their fish's attention, though. I'm not sure how I feel about doing this in a Let's Play, though, because not only is it a little slow, but I've noticed I kind of feel pressured to make things seem kind of fast-paced. And that doesn't quite work so well with this particular thing. Like, if I want things to be 22 minutes, am I going to just cut this episode so that it works out right? Or am I going to... that one's at least... I think maybe you need it to be 6 pounds, or maybe even 11 pounds. So maybe I'll just do things differently, and I'll just... if this is like a really long episode, maybe I'll just have one really long episode, and I just won't have extra episodes, so it'll be the same length of time. Or maybe I'll just have an episode that's nothing but fishing, or a couple of episodes that's nothing but fishing. That one looks pretty good, actually. I hope that's the one we get the attention of. I also kind of rock the control stick back and forth, because that kind of accounts for the chaotic movements that the fish does. It kind of counteracts it, even though you're not exactly doing it exactly the way they do, but compared to just holding it in place... Oops, I didn't meant to... But if you reel on it, even while it's going out, you can kind of control the distance by keeping it from going far out. Ooh, I think... No, that one's not any good. That one down there might be, though. Too bad we missed it. So anyway, rolling it back and forth, you kind of interact with the sweet spots more often than you would if you just left it in one place, or did it more methodically, I guess you'd call it. So I guess now's a good time to point out... So what I was saying about how I try to do things a little too quickly to make it so it doesn't just too slow, that also kind of makes it so that I don't think things through very well. So just kind of move on to the next thing without thinking about it, which doesn't work out so well for this, because, you know, normally I'd be looking for where the best fish would be, whereas now I just kind of, oh, I gotta throw it fast, and just throw it to wherever I think fish would be. That might be well, I'm not gonna get his attention. Oh, he is coming. What? I guess you could say now might be a good way to practice, just taking things slower, though. I think maybe the last time I figured out how you do this... Like, do you move it a little, or maybe you just keep rocking the control stick back and forth, but you don't actually press A. Maybe that's how you get their attention properly. So anyway, I was saying earlier about how you rock it from back to forth in order to get all of the sweet spots. you couldn't do that in something like, you know, Big's fisting in Sonic Adventure because the line snaps, but that's not so much of a problem here. I mean, the fish can get away, but that's a lot less devastating. So that didn't seem to work. I guess when you fish in real life, well, when I fished, you didn't do this. You just let it sit there until something grabbed it. But then again, I don't even know if Link has any worms. And he just ignored that. Maybe it... if you had bait... Then again, why would a fish even grab it if you don't have bait? Well, I guess the bait is the lure. It's that fake fish thing that's attached to it, which is obviously not nearly as effective as having a worm attached to your hook. Come on now. I think I did figure out how you're supposed to do this, but I don't remember now. I remember having an easy time with this at one point. Oh. Well, maybe I'll try somewhere else. Is that something that happens in real life where the larger fish, or maybe they're larger because they're older and therefore smarter, so that they don't fall for tricks as much? Because otherwise it's just kind of like artificial difficulty, because it's like they make it easy to catch the small fish, easier to get their attention. Like that one went right for it, and I didn't even really want that one. So is that something that happens in real life, or is it just kind of artificial difficulty? Where, you know, whereas making the fish you actually want harder, not just harder to reel in, but harder to get their attention. Would that be something that happens in real life? And like I said earlier, the explanation would be they're larger because they're older, and therefore maybe more experienced and have better senses for things. Because they lived long enough to figure things out better. Who knows? Oh, and that's something else I do. Once it gets close enough that it's jumping out of the water, you just pull it back, and that kind of pulls them further. And, well, I'm not sure how to describe it exactly. You can kind of see it. I'll try to point it out a little better. This next one. This is a small one, so it's going to go right away. Yeah, you can kind of see me flicking it back and forth, the top part. Oh yeah, that's worth at least... Did I throw that back? Whoa, huge. Okay, I guess you don't need like 11 pounds for him to be impressed. Or you do? So, getting a fish also kind of stirs the pot a little, like it changes the position, so if the big fish is at the bottom of the lake, then you just have to catch a fish, or maybe two, and it'll circulate, and then the big fish will come up. But like I said before, I'm not really paying that much attention because I'm worrying too much about commentary and making things interesting. So, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that. I mean, you'd be understanding, right? We don't want that one. I guess I could just concentrate and see how that goes rather than worry about other things. I think that might be big enough. Is it raining? Oh, bugger. Oh, that one got away. Typical, that'd be the small one. Is that it? Is that the one I want? I think it is. Maybe that's how you do it. You just pull it a little bit on A, on real. That might be it. Wow, a real lunker. Hope you don't need 11. Okay, fine, let's just swim through. Oh, bother. That is not what I meant to do. Away, my fish. It's huge. Oh, good. And it's completing a whole other container. The fish will be bigger too. Well, maybe. I guess that didn't take so long. But then it's the adult one that really takes a while. As it is, we don't have much time left, but we might have enough time to get the Skulltulas over there. The Skulltulas! Let's see, there should be one in the island, or whatever you'd call it. I think maybe I should have gone for that one, because I was kind of close, I think. I don't think diving down in there would be worth... I don't think you get anything for it. at this point. Let's see, can I... I don't think I can leap for that one. I might be able to kill it, or it damages... You know, maybe I can make that. I don't think I'll be able to reach it, even if I can kill it with the sword, though. What the heck? Okay, so obviously I won't be able to get the Skulltula way out there. But then again, I don't think I could have anyway, because the sun came up really quickly. So I'm pretty sure that you can't get the Skulltula by diving for it, like what I'm trying to do. So, and that's where we're going to end the episode. So either I'll get it or I won't. No, I can't get that. So, it's not 22 minutes, but it's close enough. Actually, there is one other thing I can do. Kind of end it the way we did the other, well, the last batch. Not that this is the last batch. I think there's still a couple more. But, oops. This will be a little fancy. No, Link, no! Get up here? In the bathroom. Yes, that's right, I do that. I don't care. I'll just sit down and get it. That did not last as long as it does on the other one.